Hey everybody, it's Tristan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am here bringing you guys my favorites for the month of July. And guys, I really don't know why, but for this specific month this time around, it was kind of hard for me to come up with ideas for my favorites for this video. Like usually throughout the month, I'll just have my notes ready and then I'll type them all out every time that I do something that I enjoy to put in this video. But I failed to do that this time around. Like I was doing a lot this month and not everything was like super fun. So it was actually kind of hard to like figure out things to put into this video, because like I knew that there were things that I had enjoyed doing but just not enough things to really put into a video. So I kind of had to think back to like smaller things that I enjoyed that I didn't really think of as significant at the time in order to come up with enough things to like put into this favorites video. But I accomplished it. I have a list of things, and one of the things I'm kind of cheating on because I bought it in July but I didn't try it until August, but it's still going in the July favorites. So sorry, not sorry about that, but let's get right on into the video. Alrighty guys, so the first thing on my favorites list, and this was actually one that was pretty obvious in my mind, like one of the only things that I knew I wanted to talk about, and that's the Vegas trip I took this past month with my family. Actually, my last favorites video was filmed while I was on that trip, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But my brother was in Vegas for this flipping convention and we all tagged along for that, and it was such a nice trip. Like honestly, it was by no means like a super exciting trip. For me and my sister, it was a lot of sitting around the house while everyone else went out and did stuff, because there wasn't really things that we wanted to go do because it was like for the convention. So we just chilled out the house, which was kind of annoying at times, but other times it was just like really relaxing. But like the trip itself, like going there wasn't like what made the trip fun per se, I guess. It was just being able to hang out with all of my family, all four of us under one roof for a little bit, which was really nice, which we're all doing now. But like at the time, it had been a minute because my brother was still living out in California. And I think he had been back home for a little bit before this trip, but I honestly don't remember. But I just know it was a really nice time and I enjoyed it for the most part. Sometimes we're kind of but it was really nice to chill in a really nice house surrounded by my family and just hanging out. That I will admit. But going along with this Vegas trip, there was actually one thing that we got to do that was super freaking fun and a really good time, honestly. And that was that we went to a Vegas show and we saw the comedian Carrot Top. If you don't know who that is, he has been around forever, and honestly guys, he is so freaking hilarious. I had seen some clips of his acts before but wasn't really super familiar with him. Honestly, the most memorable thing at the time before I saw his show that I had heard about him was like a reference that they made on Family Guy a while back.
Sucker. What the hell? How'd you get to the trap door?
I found this saw with glasses on it.
Oh, that's my seesaw.
Oh my god!
So I really didn't know a whole lot about him or like what his style of comedy was or anything like that, but I'm so glad that I went. My mom convinced us all to go, and guys, it was such a freaking good time. The show was hilarious. The opening act was hilarious as well, which was like a bonus. And his style of comedy is like really fast-paced, really crude humor, as I'm sure you could probably guess. Like it's pretty damn politically incorrect, but he takes a jab at like everybody, so it's just an all-around really funny, really good show. Definitely recommend going to see it if you're going to Vegas for any reason in the coming future. But it was just a really nice, relaxing night full of laughs. Honestly, you can't really ask for much more than that. If I can find a good clip of his act on YouTube, I'll put it in right here so you guys can have like an idea of what I got to see. So if I find a good clip, here it is. But if not, on to the next favorite.
This is for serious potheads. Just smoke it before it's even done. I think I'm ready to get high. Hey, there's skinny jeans for fat guys. Yeah, you look good, but you look good in your skinny jeans. One more. This is great. This is what you make your friends wear when they go out drinking, like tonight. So if they pass out, you just leave them wherever they pass out like that.
Alrighty guys, and my next favorite for the month of July is one of those things that I really had to think on to like have enough things for this video, but it's something that I figured out and that I now like pretty much always execute when I'm traveling. So this is kind of still revolving around that Vegas trip, because when we were flying there, I brought a blanket on my flight. And I know what you're thinking, like that's pretty stupid or insignificant, like why does that matter? But just listen. So honestly, like I never bring blankets on a flight. Like I've pretty much never done that. I've flown a lot before and I haven't done it. But this is one of the times that I did, and y'all, just let me tell you, it was a good idea. When having a blanket on a flight, like this one is not that big, like I was able to fit it in my backpack with some other stuff, so it's really pretty convenient to carry around, but also you can use it as a pillow, like on the tray table, or you can just rest your head on the tray table like that and put this over your head, like just cover yourself, which is so freaking nice and convenient. Like, you just don't want to be bothered while you're sleeping on a flight. It's just really great to have for that. Also, you can just use it as like a regular blanket because sometimes flights are hella cold. So I suppose for this favorite, what I'm really trying to get at is you should really consider bringing a blanket on a flight. Whether it's short or long, it is extremely convenient to have. Like, you might think it's just a hassle to carry around, but honestly, if you want to sleep or be comfortable or relax or whatever, it's kind of really convenient to have. Just saying, I will more than likely always be having a blanket when I fly now. And also, this blanket's just super bomb because it's my Hunger Games blanket. Like, this is everything. And it's super soft and I just love it a lot. Alrighty guys, and next up on my favorites list is something that I cannot believe has taken me this long to try. I have been into makeup for a minute and everybody raves about this. And I've been like, I need to try this. Like, everyone's trying it and everyone's loving it. Like, I need to get my hands on this, but I just haven't done it until now. I finally got it, me and my sister both. And that is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I know, it's damn near sinful that it's taken me this long to try it out. And the two shades that I use in this are Fair for highlighting and then Light just to match my skin tone. But I think this one's still a little bit too light. I need to go darker. So Fair is still for highlighting, but Light, I think I need to go a little bit darker in to match me. Not like a lot, but just like 1 or 2 shades or something. But honestly guys, just let me tell you right now, this concealer is hella bomb. Like, when I'm doing a full face and concealing, I barely have to use any. This stuff is so incredibly full coverage, it's insane. And one thing that I love about it so much is that when I put it under my eyes, it doesn't crease into my fine lines under my eye. That is such a big thing for me, especially recently I've been noticing that. I've been using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer forever now, and I still do just for my everyday routine to cover up imperfections, but whenever I do a full face glam look now, I use the Tarte. This stuff just sits on my face so nicely and it blends so well. It is just really nice to work with, and you do not need a lot. Like, this stuff's gonna last me for a minute. And the NARS does too, like, don't get me wrong, it's a good concealer, but like, this one is just like, she's real good. So if you guys are looking for a full coverage concealer that sits well on the face, definitely check this one out if you have not already. Like, honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm one of the last people on earth who does makeup that hasn't tried this, but you know, you never know. So just in case you haven't and you've maybe been thinking about it or have wanted to, I think going into Ulta, like finding your shade, just testing it out, I think it's definitely worth your time because it's a bomb concealer. And that's all I gotta say on that. Alrighty guys, and last up on my favorites list for the month of July is another makeup item, and that is the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. And the thing about this palette is this is the one that I had to kind of cheat on for this video. Like, I got it in July, I got it on launch day, like that's when I ordered it. I think it was like July 17th or something, and I got it in July. Like, it came fairly quickly, but I didn't try it until August. I couldn't really tell you why, I just didn't get around to it, but I got it in July and I need more things for this video, so I'm counting it as a July favorite. But enough about that, let's go ahead and actually get into the palette. Guys, this thing is so freaking beautiful. Like, just look at this purple. It is just so aesthetically pleasing. It's just so nice. I love the velvet feel of these palettes. They're so soft. I love it. I never want to put it down. It's so soft. So not only is it beautiful on the outside, it is also beautiful on the inside. Now, this specific palette is a very cool tone slash purple theme palette, and I'm honestly living for it so much. I was doing an eye look with it recently, and I was like just putting the eyeshadow on my eyes. I wasn't really thinking of where I wanted to go with the look, which is kind of strange for me. Usually whenever I'm doing a look, I look at the palette and I kind of think ahead like what I want to do. Like, I kind of pick out the colors that I'm going to use ahead of time. But for this one, I really didn't. I just kind of went for it, which kind of scared me at first. Like, I was just looking at it like, what am I gonna do? Because only the bottom row right here is matte and the rest are shimmers. And usually for an average look for me, I only use 2 shimmers, one for my lid and one for the brow bone and inner corner. So I was looking at it kind of spooked, not gonna lie, because I didn't really know where I wanted to go with it. But once I just kind of started diving in and using it, it just figured itself out. It ended up looking so freaking bomb. I didn't take a picture of it though, because I was only doing the eyes. I didn't do like a full face to take a picture of. But honestly guys, this palette blended out so nicely and it looked so freaking good. And I know like the purple's gonna scare some people, but honestly, this palette is really wearable. Like, there's really only 2 or 3 really like kind of crazy colors in this, and that is Soul, Celestial, and Drama. The rest of them are actually pretty chill colors that I think anyone could pull off. And I just really think it's bomb. The colors are extremely pigmented, they perform very well, and it's different from what a lot of other brands are putting out right now, but it's still very wearable. So it's different, but it's not like crazy, super colorful, like not wearable at all to a lot of people kind of thing. Like personally, I like color. I'm not afraid of it. I dig it a lot, but not everyone does. So this palette I think is really wearable, but also just has that oomph that makes it really interesting. Like these purples, this lavender kind of shade right here, periwinkle, whatever it's called, it's just so pretty. I just really dig this a lot. So if you guys don't have this palette or have been interested in trying it or think this is something that you might enjoy, definitely check it out. I don't know if this is currently in Sephora and Ulta stores. Otherwise, I tell you to go in and like swatch it and try it out for yourself there. I don't know at this point if it's on the Sephora website either. All I really know is that it's on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website because that's where I got mine from. So if you are interested in this and you want to like try it in person, definitely call up your local Sephora or Ulta and ask if they have it before you just like trust my word that they don't, because I really don't know. I haven't checked because I have mine already, but it's been over a month, so they might have it by now. But basically what I'm saying is that if you don't have this palette and you think that is something that you could enjoy, or you like how it looks like right now and you're kind of digging it, definitely look into it and see if it's worth your coin. It might be, might not be. Personally, for me, I kind of think it is. Like, this is pretty bomb in my opinion. And you know, actually, just because we can, I think I'm gonna do a couple of swatches real quick. So let's do that. So the colors seem kind of washed out right now because of the light, but they're more like vibrant in person, I promise. But I'm going to go into these shades: Soul, Rose Gold, wow, that is extremely buttery, Celestial, and Passion. And I'll just swatch them right here on my arm. So there is Soul, so freaking pretty. Here's Rose Gold, stunning, kind of chunky, but it does smooth out really nicely. Then we have Celestial, and then we have Passion. So yeah, there are a few of those shades swatched. I just think these shades are so good, honestly. The mattes blend effortlessly. The shimmers are really freaking intense. Like that rose gold color, if it'll focus, like come on, look at that. That's everything. So yeah guys, those are my thoughts on the Norvina palette. And guys, this was my final favorite for the month of July 2018. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment and all that good stuff. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on my post notifications so you can be notified every time that I release a brand new video. Do it, please and thank you. But yeah guys, I think we had some pretty bomb stuff to talk about for this past month. I personally thought that they were pretty great, and I hope you guys did too. And just thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.